Okay, maybe that'll help. Every time OBS or Stream Elements has an update, I have to redo just about everything. Hello, everyone. No technical, well, that wasn't a technical difficulty. I just had to return a few things on. No technical difficulties, hopefully, for the stream. I did do some computer maintenance today, updating software and clearing out cache files that really clog up my hard drive. I know what those are now, so I can be on top of that. Anyways, you can hear us. That's great. So let me move this over here temporarily for a bit so I can see your guys' lovely names. Hello, Jasmine Burke, Amy Christine Meekins, Kate, Matt Mondito, Danielle Hutchison, Brittany Whited, Emily Burkett, Gabrielle Fortier, Casey Nickerson, Head of Spectre, Rose Wise, April Lambright, Coco and Chamomile, and Debbie. Oh, you got Debbie. Your prize pin arrived the other day. Oh, nice. It dropped in a puddle and it got soaked. Oh, but the pin was safe inside. Oh, good. I mean, it is metal, so hopefully the only thing that would end up deteriorating would be, turn my shirt inside out, is this rubber backing pin, which is easily replaced at any craft store or any other clasp you want to put on the back end of a pin. By the way, I'm extending the duration of this emerald medallion pin in my Etsy shop for one more week, and here's why. I never got around to making a promotional video for it until today at like lunchtime. So I finished that, put that out. I want that to run for a short time, and you guys have like one more week to get it before it's gone. Shall we get into playing the final scene? Who thinks we're going to finish tonight? Maybe. It depends on how good I am at puzzle solving and stuff like that. So let's queue up the game. Here we go. Right, maybe. Ooh la la! How's the game audio compared to my voice? Because my voice needs to come in good and loud. I'm gonna turn it down in my headset. You can see it on my screen, sorry. It's a little loud in my ears. Nancy, please see me right away. I think we're on... Day three? Day three. We're on day 3. That's right. Yeah, there's the newspaper. I think we've seen that. Audio's good? Awesome. Okay. And then, behold, we have Brady Charmstrong on his poster with a pretend tattoo. I love money. He's got a mustache. And a goatee. And very thick eyebrows. Yeah, the glitchy clock. I know it's supposed to be... See, you can see it says day 3. You know, as soon as you click out and you can hover over it, it says ND. And then, like, as soon as you click out of scene, it changes back to what day it is. Who here prefers an actual hourly time clock duration? You know, like, time of the day changes? Or who here just likes a solid day? Just don't even worry about what time it is. Just know that it's this day. Which do you guys prefer? Hello, Gooba and Jackpack. Yes, we are at the beginning. Nice to see you too, friend. How are you guys doing?
Can you believe this ransom demand coming out of thin air?
Did they get any information on the call?
Apparently, the call came from north of here, a town called Granite City. Personally, I think it's a hoax. But now the police are convinced that Maya's not in this building.
Yeah, for a lot of you, it depends on the game. You know, what do you think if The White Wolf of Icicle Creek was based on maybe a 5-day duration? And you don't have to do 3 meals a day. You just kind of swap the task with cooking, for cooking with Ollie Randall, where you... It's a new day, and Ollie lets you know that, hey, you need to cover breakfast that day, and that's the only time you have to cook. Just a thought.
But what about the evidence I found?
Are you sure the pizza boxes were in that magician's room? Because the police couldn't find anything.
Are you serious?
That's impossible. Are you sure they looked in the magician's room?
They searched the whole building.
How could they miss 2 big pizza boxes with leftover pizza inside? What about Maya's shoe?
No trace of that either.
The cleaning crew came through. The ghost night. Was there a ghost lamp left on stage?
This is so discouraging.
Follow your gut, Nancy. If you think Maya's still here, you keep looking for her, you hear?
I know, I like the cooking in Waverly Academy. It's not really cooking. It's more like food prep and assembly and delivery. Because it's optional and you get extra credit for it, but you don't have to. You have to do it at least once a day. But it was quite expensive to do it 3 times a day, meeting it within the certain time frame windows in White Wolf of Icicle Creek.
I got another threat from the kidnapper. That creepy voice came on the PA and told me to stop searching for Maya.
The projection room? But who? Someone must have ducked out of the press conference. I was so busy with crowd control, I didn't even notice.
Joseph, I did some checking. You don't really have any family in Greasewood, do you?
Now what you want to go digging into an old man's life for, Nancy?
Nancy is full on yelling at this old man. I know, Kate. So sassy? I mean, is she disrespectful to him? Maybe.
Everyone's a suspect, Joseph. You know that. If you have nowhere to go after the theater comes down, then maybe you're the kidnapper desperado.
Nancy!
It's not so far-fetched, is it?
Now. I am going to Greasewood, and I'm not desperate. I made up the part about my brother so you wouldn't feel sorry for me. You've got enough to worry about, don't you?
It's only a matter of hours until the demolition. How are you holding up, Joseph?
Oh, fine. Everything's great. Fine. I was up till the wee hours polishing up the lobby. Heck, I'm even fixing to repair the old keymaker so you can give it a whirl.
Ooh.
Guess old habits die hard, eh?
Did you fix Monty? The poor thing is terrible down in the basement. He really needs some love. And a makeover.
Gotta go now.
Chin up!
Cool. Alright, so let's go talk to everybody. See where everybody is at. Nicholas, hello.
Hola.
Okay.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
You never miss the timing for meals and ice. Lucky you. It's the restaurant. Nice. I mean, it's hard to know if you get caught walking too far out into the snow and you don't know how long it's going to take Nancy to walk back, you're going to miss a time window. But if you've never missed it, that's awesome.
What are you doing hanging out with that Falcone jerk?
I'm also hanging out with the old man and your agent.
Who are you, my overprotective big brother?
That guy's bad news, and he's certainly not gonna help your credibility with the police.
Emily Wargo, hello friend, how are you? You always watch the videos while you do your daily cardio. Nice. And this time I'm live. Yay! I mean, my audio and stuff is not really upbeat for you to really get into a rhythm with. My style is much more relaxing, so hopefully I don't put you to sleep. But if anybody falls asleep listening to my stream, that's fine.
Thanks, Brady, but I've got everything under control.
Just trying to help.
Yeah.
Talk to you later, Brady.
Don't be a stranger.
Talk to you later, Brady. Oh my goodness. He's so jealous. Oh! Ooh, let's take a look. Look, crumbles right there. Interesting, huh? Oh, I was hoping for a more pizzazz sound effect than that. That's a lot of dust. Is this place just literally falling apart? Yeah, I guess so. And then I wish I could just take a close-up look of this, but I can't. That second chance reminds you of when you accidentally punched a stage light opening night. Oh no, Emily. Oh, I can look at it. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. In the book, I think it's like George, who's like trying to investigate a Klieg light or a scaffolding or something. It's been a while since I've read the book, but I did make a book to video game. I'm playing with stuff. Comparison. Hello, Lyric Queen. I haven't seen you. Hello, how are you doing? Casey, has anyone ever gotten the sunset scene in Ice? It's absolutely gorgeous. Maybe? Don't remember.
How's progress? I know you sent the funeral wreath. Now where's Maya?
I don't know what you're talking about, Sugar. Listen, the pressure must really be getting to you.
I'm fidgeting with this.
I know a top-notch aromatherapist in town, okay? I'll give you her number.
I already got that number because I snooped your bag.
I'm not stressed out. I'm livid. I went through your stuff and I know what you did.
You broke into my personal property? I could have you arrested for that.
Yeah?
It's just business, Simone. You do what agents do, I do what detectives do. I'm sure you can appreciate that.
All right, I sent the stupid wreath, but I'm no kidnapper.
She confessed.
I needed something for the cameras, didn't I? And it was a very tasteful arrangement. Should have been for $300. Perhaps I went a little overboard.
Overboard. Ooh. Oh, I like both of these answers.
Someone should sentence you to 50 years of humanity service, whether you're the kidnapper or not.
Oh, and she just leaves. I know, she's super sassy in this game, and I love it because it's so different. Kids, don't behave like this to your parents or elders, please. This is not good. This is fictional, so it's okay. But in real life, nah. Okay, so now what do we do, though? Oh, let's go investigate the, I wonder if we can go down this ways. Can we go through here? I've never tried going backwards through here. Or maybe I have, I just don't remember. To the magician's room. Yes! Oh. Well. You can't look close up on it, because it's clearly gone. Clearly. I know, Sassy Nancy needs to come back, but times have changed. Culturally, being sassy is not as cool as it once was in the 90s. This view you don't see too often. I kind of want to take a picture of this. This is cool. Now, I don't know if I can go back through that. Can I? Oh, yes, I can. Look at that. Haha. I love seeing these views, these different shots from different angles. Where's the lever? And how did Joseph know exactly which one it was? Okay, well, now do we... Oh, you know what we should call is, Sergeant Ramsey? Saying, hey, did you find the evidence and it just got moved? What is that all about? What do you guys have for snacks or drinks tonight? I've got a berry-flavored LaCroix. Trying to be healthy.
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing persons unit, please.
Please hold. Missing persons, Ramsey here.
Sergeant Ramsey, what's going on?
I beg your pardon?
I'm sorry, but I'm very upset. This is Nancy Drew. What do you mean there was no evidence?
I don't know what to tell you, Miss Drew.
You searched the magician's room under the stage? Did Joseph Hughes show you where it was?
He showed us, all right. We searched the whole theater, but our efforts were totally inconclusive. Wherever your friend is, she's not in the theater.
She's in the theater. I know she is. The kidnapper wants the demolition stopped, so what better leverage than to hold her in the theater?
Actually, you might be interested to know that we've had about a half a dozen calls here since last night.
Oh.
People are reporting seeing Maya north of here.
Oh.
And then this ransom call came this morning from Granite City. You'll be glad to know we're following up on all these leads.
Oh, yeah.
I don't believe it.
Miss Drew, I empathize. As a police officer, I know how emotional attachment to a case can cloud your judgment.
Yeah.
Take it from me. It's time for you to let this one go and leave the case to the professionals. You're just not thinking clearly.
Sure, Sergeant Ramsey. Thanks for the advice.
Goodbye, dear.
Okay, so keeping in mind that reward poster for autographs from Brady is out there, that would certainly stir up a whole bunch of calls saying, hey, I thought I found Maya. Can I get that reward? You know? Let's call Bess Marvin. It's been a while since we've called. I don't think we've heard George's voice. You got a Red Bull, Brittany? Hey, you do you. Whatever you need to power through, yo.
Hello?
That
It's me
is not a
again.
phrase that
Hi,
I
Nancy.
just made up.
I've got George here too. Bess filled me in, Nancy. Any developments?
I'm just searching the theater, questioning suspects.
And
Ooh, gummy bears for Head of Spectre? Matt, you had dinner? No snacks? Makes sense. Ooh, April. Crab Rangoon egg rolls and a Coke. That sounds good. Amy, you got water and chocolate chips. Nice. Teriyaki chicken and rice. Jenny, I want that. I'll come to your house. Danielle, you had apple cinnamon pancakes and sausage for dinner? Oh my goodness. And Gooba and Jetpack also had pancakes? Is it a pancake night that I didn't know about? What? I want pancakes. I had pancakes 2 days ago.
I asked Joseph where he would go after the theater is demolished, and he said he was moving to Arizona to start a movie theater with his brother.
a fresh start. Good for him.
Yeah, except that I found a letter that says his brother has been dead for years.
Why would he
No,
lie?
6 months.
What do you think he's hiding? Give the guy a break. Maybe he just wants to hide the fact that his life is going to be empty without that theater to look after.
A simple sandwich. It's Levisser. What kind of sandwiches do you like to eat? I'm curious.
I took Joseph's advice and called county administration to see about the blueprints for the theater.
He sounds like a big help.
Yes, but the woman on the phone said that the blueprints are missing.
Official records? Missing?
She said that a man was in last week looking at them, but they haven't been seen since.
The kidnapper? Or a certain smoldering sidekick?
Well, whoever it was,
Smoldering
they must have taken
sidekick.
the blueprints with them. How on earth am I going to find all the secret rooms and passages in this place now?
I'm not worried, Nancy.
I like-
Me neither. You could probably find a secret passage in a paper bag. Are you kidding, George? Nancy could find a secret passage in a blueberry muffin.
I love that quote. I love that quote. Nancy Drew could find a secret passage in a blueberry muffin, and I think about that every time I've ever had blueberry muffins since this game came out. You're thinking pretzels, cocoa, and chamomile? Pretzels would be great. Happy first day of spring, Black Rose. Yes, officially, first day of spring. I got so much to talk to these guys about.
When I spoke to the police about Maya's press pass, they said that Nicholas is known for using extreme tactics, and that he might even have been involved in a staged kidnapping last year in Nashville.
You don't think Maya could be mixed up with him somehow, do you?
No way. Maya expresses her politics by writing about them. You know, the pen is mightier than the sword. She and Nicholas Falcone don't even speak the same language.
I think you're right, George. But Sergeant Ramsey said I wouldn't have any credit with the police if I joined forces with Nicholas.
Who said anything about joining forces? After all, he's still a prime suspect. But that doesn't mean he's not a valuable source of information when it comes to the theater.
She's right, Nancy. As long as he continues to shoot off his mouth, you want to be around to take notes.
Brady said Simone wants him to appear wholesomely smoldering to his public. What in the world do you think that means?
Well, wholesome makes me think of apple pie.
And to smolder, according to my trusty dictionary, is to burn slowly from the inside, without flame.
So, he's a sweetie pie on the outside, but too hot to touch.
You have to bring this up with Bess here, Nancy.
It seems like the two things don't go together. One is safe, the other is dangerous.
Interesting. Maybe that's Brady's whole dilemma. He doesn't know whether he's a good guy or a bad guy.
Which is exactly why he can't be trusted.
Yeah, just like Flynn Rider, Casey. Wholesomely smoldering. Here's the smolder. Actually, we were at work today. We were making the joke from Zoolander about the blue steel look.
I met Nicholas Falcone, the leader of Hadit. His organization is camped out in front of the theater, demonstrating against the demolition.
What's the deal with had it?
Nicholas says he's sworn to slay the dragon of corporate generica.
All in favor of men who slay dragons. Say aye.
Hi.
Honestly, Bess, what are we going to do with you? Nancy, what in the world is generica?
I think it's a term for what this country would be like if suddenly it all looked the same.
Oh, you mean if it became generic? Like a bar of soap that's just called soap.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hadit believes that protecting historical buildings is key to preserving our national character.
That sounds noble.
Yeah, except he practically jumped for joy when I told him the kidnapper's motive is to save the theater.
Uh-oh. Sounds like you better keep an eye on him, Nancy.
Yeah, I know. I agree, Maggie. I think the voices of Bess and George should have been swapped. The actresses should have been swapped. Hi, Nerdy Geek Gamer. Oh, you're grabbing food delivery. Ooh, what did you get, Maggie? You guys, sorry, I'm always talking about food because I think food is fun. Food is the love language of the world. Anyone can speak it.
Nicholas told me that his grandmother did
hungry.
a lot of the artwork inside the theater, but that J.J. Thompson, the original owner, never paid her or even gave her credit for it.
That's terrible.
I can see why he's so dedicated to saving the theater then.
Yeah, I'd like to learn more about this J.J. Thompson.
Maybe you can help Nicholas get his grandmother the credit she deserved.
I told him I'd keep my eye out for anything that would prove her connection to this place.
I wonder if JJ left any of his personal effects behind.
If he did, I'm sure they're gone now. His kids must have cleared the place out when they remodeled in 1956, a few years after he died. That's when it became a movie theater.
You never know, Nancy. If there's one thing your detective work proves every time, it's that old buildings are the keepers of old secrets.
Let's just hope
Ooh,
this
I gotta
building
quote
lives
that.
long enough to tell.
That's a good quote, too. So many good quotes in this conversation. I need to add it to the quote generator. So out of context.
I came across this old book that explains how to do a bunch of magic tricks.
Cool. Like pulling a rabbit out of a hat?
Like sawing my cousin Bess in half?
Nothing quite that sensational, ladies. But I did learn how to use a pencil to reveal a secret message.
Ooh, that could come in handy.
How does it work?
Well, if someone writes something, let's say it's a secret code, on a piece of paper, and they press hard with a pen, it will make an impression on a blank piece of paper underneath.
Yeah?
Then the magician applies a pencil to the seemingly blank piece of paper. With careful shading, the pencil will reveal the shapes of the numbers or letters in the code. Presto! Do you see?
That's pretty cool.
I can only imagine what would happen if we applied the pencil to Bess. Just think of all the secret codes that would be revealed. Like Jacques, Rick, Brady.
Oh, George, I'm not as impressionable as you think.
I received another threat. This time the kidnapper addressed me by name.
Another phone call? What was the threat?
This one came over the PA. Apparently, searching for Maya is a waste of time and I should focus on stopping the demolition, or else.
Well, Nancy, this kidnapper may have learned your name, but obviously they haven't figured out the first thing about who they're dealing with.
I just wish I could see the look on the kidnapper's face when you crack this case wide open.
Brittany, the George you feel is the same Bess from TRT, so that might be why she sounds so Bess. Not sure. Yeah, there was some swapping around, and actually I forget which games it was, but the voice for Bess at the time was not available, so they got her sister to play the voice of Bess. So that's why it sounds similar but different. Their voices were very close. I forget which titles those were. I don't know if it was this one, honestly. But I don't know how it changed between TRT and this one.
Okay, you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Good luck.
Be careful.
Okay, we gotta call Ned. The phone numbers that we also memorized as kids before we ever had smartphones.
Hello?
Ned, it's me.
Nancy. Bess called and told me what happened with Maya. I've been worried sick.
Did she tell you what the police said?
About the 24-hour delay? Yeah, she told me. But I have faith in you, Nancy. You've solved plenty of cases before without help from the police. So let's get down to business. Who are your suspects?
It seems there were only 4 people in the building at the time of the kidnapping, besides Maya and myself. Brady Armstrong, Simone Mueller, his agent, Nicholas Falcone, a political activist, and the caretaker, Joseph Hughes.
Any hunches?
Not yet. I've got a lot of work to do.
Call me anytime. I'll try to stay close to the phone.
I don't know if I should say, but I actually learned who Punchy LaRue was. It was someone who worked within the office, and I can't remember who it was, but I think for privacy reasons, that she just wanted to keep to her, I don't want to say it's her stage name, I think it was like her karaoke name that she used. I don't remember.
By the time I finally got to talk to Simone Mueller, she had heard all about the kidnapping and canceled the premiere of Vanishing Destiny.
Sounds like bad news travels fast around old theaters.
That's just the thing. Simone didn't seem to think Maya's kidnapping was bad news at all. She kept calling it a great opportunity. She kept saying what fabulous publicity it's going to be for Brady.
Sounds like she knows how to turn a profit in any situation.
The question is she just responding to the situation, or did she have a hand in creating it in the first place?
No flies on you, Nancy Drew. Sounds to me like your detective mind is in high gear.
According to Joseph, the St. Louis Historical Society has been scrambling to get the Royal Palladium declared an historical landmark.
Hi, Ember.
That would prevent the demolition?
Right.
So what's the holdup?
Joseph thinks someone downtown is stalling.
Maybe someone who wants the demolition has been greasing some palms.
Probably. It's a shame because Joseph seems to think they're close.
I wonder if this kidnapper is just trying to buy a little more time. What does Mr. Falcone have to say about the Historical Society?
It was pretty cynical. Said the whole process was a bunch of hocus pocus.
Perhaps Mr. Falcone is using cynicism to disguise his true feelings.
Oh gosh, if I could remember how it happened in the book, but I think, like, Nicholas Falcone and George had a thing.
I can't understand how the police could have received a ransom call from Granite City. And why would the kidnappers suddenly demand cash without even mentioning the demolition?
Your skepticism is probably right on, Nancy.
You think?
Sure, after all, Brady did spread those missing posters over half of Missouri. There are always a few jokers who try to jump on the bandwagon in situations like these.
It just makes me sick to think that anyone would try to profit from such a terrible situation.
It's a mixed-up world, Nancy.
It has been a long time since I've had a club sandwich, Maggie. BLTs on toasted sandwich bread are just amazing. A half Savannah chopped salad, chicken with a bunch of toppings. Nice. Nice. Sounds good.
I confronted Simone about the receipt for the funeral wreath, and she claimed she just needed something for a photo shoot. Would you buy that?
That's a tough one, Nancy. In Simone's world, where everything is a photo shoot, her excuse sounds just twisted enough to be true.
But on the other hand...
You know me too well, Nancy Drew. On the other hand, Simone's mind is just too devious and much too selfish to be believed.
I've got to think of a way to get this demolition stopped.
Well,
Think,
police
Ned.
aren't being much help. But couldn't you try contacting the owner of the building? I'm sure he or she would be willing to postpone for a couple of days. I mean, what's the rush?
According to Nicholas, his name is B. Thompson, and he won't talk to the press.
I wonder what he has to hide.
His building firm is called Wave of the Future.
Catchy. I wonder what he has against the present.
I just remembered something. Joseph used the phrase Wave of the Future when I first met him. He was talking about the remodel of the theater in 1956. Do you think it's a coincidence?
I don't know, Nance. If Joseph turns out to be the owner of the theater and the guy behind the demolition, I think it'll be fair to say you've seen everything.
Harry Houdini must have been quite a character.
What makes you say that?
Oh, it just sounds like he was so generous and passionate about his craft. Everyone loved him.
Any theories yet on what he did with his half of the theater?
No, but I highly doubt he was generous enough to give his half back to old J.J. Thompson.
That wouldn't have been an act of generosity anyway. It would have been a lapse in judgment.
I was backstage earlier, and I almost got hit by a falling stage light.
Not again, Nancy.
Yeah, who knew there were so many ways to get crushed in this life?
I'm glad you're okay. Do you think it was an accident?
I don't know. There was no one around the stage, so I guess we could chalk it up to the crumbling theater. But why did it suddenly fall when I was right there?
You got me there, Detective.
Bye, Ned.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Were we supposed to call Eustacia again? I don't remember. Hang on, did I write this down? Florida. Not on this page, I didn't. Okay, let's try. Maybe if we called her again, there'll be something new to say. Yeah, the Nancy Drew Files books have a lot of instances where Nancy and a guy have a thing. Aww. Can't call her back? Did we get any packages yet?
Hola.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
Well, what do I do now? I forget, honestly. And here's the key machine. Yeah. Any tips? What I should do next? So we're still waiting for a package, I believe. Maybe we'll go talk to Joseph again. Good night, Jasmineberg. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Have a great night. Oh, he's gone. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Did we, what? Did I clicked out. How did I do that? Get back in there. Whoops. Oh, I know what I think I need to, I think I know what I need to do. Wave of the Future. So I can't go and talk to Joseph about Wave of the Future. But I know, right? I thought it crashed. You know what? Save game. Save game. Always do that. Sassy Nancy. That's the scariest part of these games. What makes the final scene a scary game? It could crash at any time. So scary. Aha! I knew it. Brady is gone. His book remains. You are what you project. I think we read this already, right? Yes, we did. But he left his... What is this? An attaché? Satchel? Sunny Boy. Sun-free tanning spray. It's waterproof. Pro Gain instead of Rogaine. Extra strength for men. Hair growth treatment. Results may occur eventually. You've been playing Warnings at Waverly Academy and you saw that book in the library catalog. Awesome. Perry Mid-Plan. I know, right? That author's name is so funny. College will teach you to save often. I learned that lesson the hard way. I'm sorry. I've once lost 3 hours worth of work at one point from a crash. Not fun. Ooh, I got a pencil. I want to know what's in this binder.
Maya's notebook.
If found, please contact Maya when. Why the royally played him for the premiere of Vanishing Destiny? Was it B.A.'s decision or his agent's? Does he make any of his own decisions? Any history with the royal palladium? Do you believe actors should use their influence to champion political courses? Research. Attended benefit last year to save historic theater in LA, the Galaxy. Interest in saving the royal palladium? Next project. Where does he see himself in 10 years? Ever done anything he regrets to further his career? Ooh. Wait till the end. Hit him with the evidence. Demand an answer. She's on to something. Ooh, motive to kidnap her. She's onto something about Brady. Oh, I can look at it closer. Oh, I can look up this closer. I didn't realize I could. I'm just trying to read it as is. Oh, boy. Close. Oh, hi.
Hey, you.
The jig is up, Brady. Start talking.
Huh? I'm afraid you've lost me.
You've been lying to me, playing Mr. Helpful and Concerned all this time. I found her notebook in your bag.
I haven't done anything wrong.
You have some nerve. I bet that notebook has your fingerprints all over it.
Okay, Nancy, here's the deal. My real name is Brady Thompson. Simone pushed for Armstrong, more wholesomely smoldering, she said.
Wholesome, my foot.
I'm Wave of the Future, Inc., the owner of this theater, great nephew of JJ himself.
Doesn't seem very proud. The way he gritted his teeth when he said that.
But you're an actor. Why in the world would you want to bulldoze a theater?
The place is shabby. It needs major repairs. It's a money pit and a has-been. Not the image I want to project.
Is everything about image with you?
Never underestimate the power of image, Nancy. You are what you project.
Shall I project being an authority figure and arrest him?
And what is it that you wish to project?
When people think of Brady Armstrong, they think sparkling white teeth and healthy glow. Success glows. It doesn't crumble and sag. The hero never rides a has-been horse.
Unless it's a great legendary horse.
But what are you going to do with the site?
When I saw these ritzy theme restaurants popping up all over the country, it hit me like pow. My first original idea. Brady Armstrong's Planet Tinseltown. Can't you see it on the marquee? Grand opening. The lights will say it all.
Thanks for the lurk, Casey. No, not Casey. I meant Emily. Thanks for letting me know you're here.
What does this have to do with Maya?
I've sworn to be the captain of my own destiny.
Oh, yes.
Maya was going to expose me.
Oh?
Muck up my name in this controversy.
Well...
It would have been a dark cloud over the launch of Tinseltown.
Sorry, with a name like Tinseltown, you're not doomed for too much success unless it's very sparkly.
I don't care about your name. Where's Maya?
I didn't kidnap her. I found her notepad in the basement with the press pass. I just thought I'd hang on to it for a few days until the dust settles.
How could you withhold anything that might help me find her? How could you?
Sorry, Nancy. Look, you're not thinking clearly. It's obvious she's not in the building. We've searched everywhere.
Call off the demolition! You've got to!
You're the only one who thinks she's here. There's no evidence.
Joseph believes me.
He's a confused old codger.
Nicholas thinks she's in the building.
He's an outlaw, and he's using you.
There was evidence. I found a pizza box and one of her shoes.
Evidence that no one was able to verify. Who's to say you didn't imagine that stuff? Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to rally a wrecking crew.
What about the notebook that you took? The evidence there that you took?
You can't do this!
Okay, we are in crunch time mode. Let's go see about Simone. I wonder if she knows anything about his plans. I wish I could ask about it. Oh, she left her bag. And sadly, there's nothing new and updated in here. But, you know, she can't get very far without her keys. Or her wallet. We're almost at game time. Ooh, phone. Okay, so I believe now that we've got the pencil, we can go up to Joseph's area. I love this music. I know, right? Steal the wallet. Take out any cash.
Nancy, we could be golden! A package just came from that museum. We may have the goods to stop this demolition dead in its tracks. Check the ticket booth.
Ooh, yeah. Aha. Package number 1. Library of Congress. Ah, dear Mrs. Drew, I couldn't find anything written in Mr. Houdini's own hand, but I did find this letter addressed to Mr. Houdini from a close colleague and friend. It seems to hint at the information you require. I hope that this package has arrived in time to be useful to you. Sherman H. Trout. Nice. Okay. I feel like we're missing one more package.
Nancy, you've got to find out what's on that.
I'll talk to Joseph and see if he knows what the...
We can't wait for Joseph. He's probably roaming around saying goodbye to each and every doorknob. I heard they're about to start clearing out the building. You've got to hurry.
But the police are going to start clearing the building and...
I'll cover for you when the police come in. This is it, Nancy. Go!
Oh! Are we missing one, though? Are we missing a thing? Maybe let's go call us Eustacia. Can we do that? We tried doing that, right? Maybe if we do it without the area code. Each and every doorknob, I know, right?
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial.
Fine. I feel like we were missing one, though. Maybe not. We need... What we're gonna need is... Well, Joseph's not here. If we come back to this... Aha! The pencil trick. Awesome. And then, because there's no such thing as cameras, in-game cameras in this game, just like old times, I'm gonna draw it out. This is what the key looks like. Not bad. Not bad. And then we have to close every single page to close this book. You still have your old notes from the game, Deb? Nice! Okay, first, let's try it out with the ad. Oh!
It's locked.
Yeah, okay, so that's where we need to get a key made so that we can open the projector. And hope to goodness this is correct. Alright, I found a quarter. Lovely. Alright, now I remember what the actual terminology was. Which is S-I-V-O. Make key. So cool. I'm doing well, SJ's Photo. How are you? You're on vacation? Oh, softball game. Ugh, rain. Oh, nice. Oh, hang on. I gotta call Ned about this. This is so cool. I think there's a conversation about this with Ned. Wait, what time is it? Oh. What did I just do? I forget what I entered. There. Oh no, Sapphire Dreams. I hope you contacted someone about that key machine taking your money and not working.
Speed supplies, what can I get you?
Well, hello there. I'd like a large pizza with a works.
Even anchovies, ma'am? I know you have issues with anchovies.
Extra anchovies.
Wow, Nancy. Things must be getting hairy if you're contemplating anchovies. What's up?
I haven't eaten in 3 days, and Maya was eating pizza, so I kind of want some too.
Nicholas says that the police are about to start clearing the building.
That means you're almost out of time.
I know. Nicholas offered to cover for me while I check out the slide from the Library of Congress.
That's great.
But Ned, I'll probably have to hide from the police. Isn't that wrong?
Look, Nancy, you're no scofflaw. Since the beginning, the police have been unwilling or unable to believe that Maya is in that building. You owe it to yourself, and especially to Maya, to rely on your own detective instincts and solve this case your way. Anyone in your position would do the same.
Bye, Ned.
I'm rooting for you.
Maybe we didn't have that conversation. Maybe it might have been earlier in the game. Well, we had something, so there's that. Okay. Okay. Let's save game. Things are about to get serious. You never heard this before? Awesome. Best combo on a pizza is pepperoni and pineapple. That's what Jenny Taylor wants. What do you guys want? Let's see if this works. I wonder if we can close it without taking this, because this is the trigger.
Okay, officers, this is our final sweep. In a matter of minutes, this building will be nothing but a pile of rubble.
I'm so close. I just need a few more minutes.
Oh, the St. Louis County Administration Records Office. This is new. Hiding place, hiding place.
See anything, Dino? All clear in here, Sarge.
Oops. Let's go out to the lobby. Okay, that's the first one. And then we'll read the letter. Dear Harry, how's Trix? Not that I need to ask. I've seen the papers and I know that you're dazzling the crowds wherever you go. I received your letter and I must say, I am very intrigued by your plans. This Thompson character sounds slippery indeed. If you want to disentangle yourself from him and you have the opportunity to do a good deed at the same time, I say bravo. What a windfall for a struggling young artist to inherit 50% ownership of this thriving theater like the Royal Palladium. But who is this mysterious beneficiary of yours? A magician, I assume? But where in the world did you come across a woman magician? I have never even heard of one. Is she talented? Once again, your generosity is unsurpassed. I commend your noble heart and look forward to seeing you at the Princess in Montreal. It will be an auspicious reunion. All the best, your friend and colleague, Dizzy Notion. Yep. Oops. I know we're so close. Voice swap? Swaps voices, huh? Swaps your voice. Oh boy.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing on? Hello?
I know, the music is so intense. Ah, cassette players. I used to have one just like this, but it was gray. Dun dun dun. Huge clues to who the kidnapper is.
Another secret passageway.
And I never really understood this very well as a kid. Except for this part where it says North Wall Hidden Switch, which kind of looks like a light switch. And this ice depository made more sense in the book because the ice depository access was up in the attic, and that's where they would put ice. As an old-fashioned way of doing air conditioning. Bird's eye. North wall. Yeah, this is the projection room. And yeah, I never... Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. So this is the projection room shape right here. with the balcony, I guess. This is the north wall. This is the door exit looking out to the right. Okay, this is really hard to understand, but I can see it now. That it's up above the lobby space. Okay.
Something's missing here.
Something's missing here.
Hey, Nancy, I've been looking for you.
I knew it was coming too.
Oh, what for?
I've decided I need to get organized, Nancy. Tomorrow I'm really gonna straighten up in here.
I'd say death by wrecking ball and or felony kidnapping charges rank higher on your list of problems than office clutter at the moment, Joseph.
I think a fresh coat of paint would really cheer things up, don't you?
When this game came out, I was just a kid. I didn't start working for Her Interactive until I was in my 20s in 2010.
I know it's you, Joseph, but why? Were you trying to buy some time so the Historical Society could declare the theater a landmark or something?
Do you think the premiere will sell out?
The police think the building is empty. You've got to help me, or we'll all be smashed to bits.
Don't tell him she's here, Nancy. We'll take her away and knock down the theater.
If you cooperate, it'll look better for you in court. Maybe the jury will understand that you just got carried away.
Don't tell him, Nancy.
And then we have the timer on his clock right here. Which, we're on Amateur Sleuth right now, so it's like a 10-minute clock, which is a lot of time, and it's so worth it to see the animation, though. So, I don't know if I should just, you know, like, goof off, or... Here's the switch. A ladder! Attic! And then if we look to the right, and we use the old key we found from the basement to open the safe. And there's like a whole bunch of colored keys here. Ah. Hiram Chattendale. Justice Avenue. Attorney at law. Dear Hiram, the Festival of Illusions begins next week and every show is sold out. If the public finds out that Houdini has ditched the theater and that I'm now in business with some anonymous woman artist, I'm liable to have a public mutiny on my hands. More importantly, I stand to lose a lot of money. Oh, JJ, I have no idea how Houdini ever heard the name Louisa Falcone in the first place. But I'd like to wring the neck of the fellow who mentioned her. I've got Houdini's paperwork here, and I plan to sit on it until the festival is over. Houdini's on the road anyway. By the time he gets back, it'll all be settled. Thanks for your cooperation. Sincerely, JJ. So Houdini gave up his 50% of the theater to Louisa Falcone. So it's JJ in with Louisa Falcone. Okay, Royal Palladium Theater. Whereas J.J. Thompson, owner of the Palladium Theater and resident of St. Louis, Missouri, has signed over 1/2 of the ownership in said property to Harry Houdini as reward for Mr. Houdini's successful escape from the watery grave, and whereas Mr. Houdini has made the acquaintance of Louisa Falcone of St. Louis, Missouri, the artist responsible for all of the ornamental plasterwork inside the theater, and whereas Mr. Thompson never delivered payment to Madame Falcone for her services rendered, and whereas the actions of Mr. Thompson in failing to deliver payment or credit Madame Falcone in any way for her work constitute fraudulent and immoral actions, and whereas Mr. Houdini is of the utmost and honest character, therefore, be it resolved by the 3 parties whose signatures appear below that any property rights
3 minutes till demolition,
inclusive and appropriate of the Palladium Theater vested in Mr. Houdini's interest be transferred to Madame Louisa Falcone in recognition for her unpaid services to Mr. J.J. Thompson. So Harry Houdini signed it, J.J. Thompson signed it, Louisa Falcone has not signed it yet. That might cause a damper. Okay, so we're only about halfway there. Yes, there's a time limit. I'm trying to run down the clock. You don't have time to read anything during a time challenge. Alright, so what we're going to be needing actually is one of these purple ones, and I can never remember which one it is, so I always just grab those two. You can grab all of them, but it gets just so messy in your inventory when you have all of them. Nice flooring.
I must have the key somewhere in my bag of tricks.
It's one of these two.
This one's useless.
Oops. Voila! Creaky old door. Maya!
Hang on, Maya. I'll get you out of there. Even Hercules couldn't pull this off.
Okay. So what we could do is we could grab the sledgehammer, or we can also grab this down here. Oh, come on. Yeah. I wish I could have grabbed like some of the bricks though too. That would have been cool. Use a saw.
Even Hercules couldn't pull this off.
The saw doesn't do anything.
This is useless.
And that's the limit to that. But then this is where you're just supposed to explore.
I've got to let them know we're up here.
You didn't know the saw was there? Yeah, you can't do anything with it, but you can take it and look at it. And then you just follow the wiring.
Okay. Jimmy, is that ball ready to swing?
Jimmy! You better listen. Follow it all the way to the end.
10.
Oh!
9. 8.
Here we go!
7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
So cool. Just so cool. Okay. Okay, now we open this from the second chance point. Take the letters. Okay. And maybe this too, I don't remember. Okay, we got the key, one of the keys. Identify Maya. I know, right? It stressed me out too.
Maya. I'll get you out of there. I've got to let them know we're up here.
And we follow along here.
Jimmy, is that ball ready to swing?
Not so fast,
This is
Detective.
useless. Joseph, please let me past.
I can't let you do this, Nancy.
How'd you get up here?
I'm warning you. I still got a trick or two up my sleeve.
We're going down in a blaze of glory.
Going down in a blaze of glory.
Joseph, you can go down in a blaze of glory if you want, but Maya and I are not coming with you.
You cracked your last case.
Joseph, this is far from over. Now step aside.
It's all over now.
We've still got time for a grand finale here, Joseph.
I never meant for it to turn out this way.
Oh, I wish I could use the spray. That would do actual damage, but then we're supposed to use this flash boom.
Ah! That light!
Very sharp light. Now, if you back up from here without flipping the switch, Joseph goes back to Spot.
Dear Bess, I still can hardly believe that Joseph, sweet old Joseph, was Maya's kidnapper. He says he planned to kidnap Brady with the idea that Simone could use her Hollywood connections to save the theater. But when Maya entered the dressing room, he panicked and grabbed her instead. Plan B was to stall the demolition long enough for the Historical Society to declare the building an official landmark. I guess he's been at the Royal Palladium for so long, he just couldn't imagine his life without it. But desperation aside, poor Joseph wasn't cut out for a life of crime, and pretty soon things were spinning out of his control. Simone's publicity stunts didn't help. At least he was courteous and kind to Maya through the whole thing. Her testimony should help him in court. The good news is that the Royal Palladium is still standing. Once he heard that Nicholas would inherit his grandmother Louisa's 50% of the theater, Brady decided he'd better find another site for Planet Tinseltown. In order to make amends for things, and because he needed some good publicity, Brady donated his half of the theater to the St. Louis Historical Society. Together with Haddett, they should have this place restored to its original glory in no time. Not such a happy ending for Simone, I'm afraid. She received an official reprimand from the National Press Corps for her stuff with the wreath. Still, knowing Simone, she'll be back at the top of her game in no time. So, here ends the longest 3 days of my life. The premiere of Vanishing Destiny is back on. But I think this detective is going to wait for it to come out on videotape. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Videotape, not DVD. Yay! Alright, you guys, so the next time we, next week we're gonna be starting a new Nancy Drew game. We're gonna be, well, not new. I'm gonna start, excuse me. The next game I'll be live streaming is Secret of the Old Clock. Gearing up for Nancy Drew's 93rd anniversary from the first 3 books really, launch back in 1930. So we're gonna replay Secret of the Old Clock. Yeah, I'm still a little bit sick, still a little congested. It's all breaking up, but I'm not coughing anymore, so that's good. Secret of the Old Clock. I remember Charity. I met her. Character animation was outsourced by Karen Johnson Productions. These are all these employees of that. Those productions. And then Kevin Manthei, I never know how to pronounce his name, did the sound. Sound was done by Bill Corkery Productions down in San Diego area, or LA. And Clatter and Din was in Seattle. They had 2 locations. They actually moved after a few of the game titles to a better location. Brady's voice did the same voice as the Amazing Monty. Nicholas was also a construction worker voice. Joseph Hughes was also Sergeant McRamsey. Ned was also Sherman Trout. Punchy LaRue, Bess. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm not listed in the credits here, but those first people were on the special things were investors, or they were on the board of directors. Nancy Drew Treasure in the Royal Tower was developed by oops, they forgot to update that. Oops. This is the final scene. Really? Nancy Drew walkthroughs, that's a really fun fact. Oh, that's right. In final scene, that's right. This game was when they started crunching 2 games a year. So, of course, there's going to be some typos, some inconsistencies. This is the, screen. Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright. Cool. Thanks you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget, if you haven't gotten the pin, it's available for another week. And keep an eye out for any future products or live streams. Or actually, I think I'll be live streaming Hogwarts tomorrow morning. But looking forward to seeing you guys next week for Secret of the Old Clock. Have a great week, you guys. Take care. Get some food. Get some rest. Take good care of yourselves. Good night.